Hello, I'm Alyssa, and welcome to another one of Alyssa's Rainbow Loom tutorials. Today, I will be showing you how to make the butterfly blossom bracelet. Try checking out my flower charm. It's called the flower blossom charm, in another one of my videos. For this butterfly blossom bracelet, you will need a loom, a crochet hook, 38 green rubber bands, 4 yellow rubber bands, 4 pink rubber bands, 4 purple rubber bands, and any kind of C or S clips. Now let's get started with step 1, which is placing the bands. You need to turn your loom to where the arrow is pointing away from you and not at you, like my arrow shows. This is what your loom should look like. Starting with your green latex rubber bands, we will be forming a hexagon. Your first band should go from the center peg to this left peg, like this. I know they look like they're yellow, but they're actually green. Now, starting from this left bottom peg, take it to the forward left upper peg. Now by taking another rubber band, start from this left peg, make sure it's above that bottom one, and take it to here. Now we have formed our half hexagon. Now refer back to the bottom of the hexagon. Take another green rubber band, start from this bottom one, and take it to the right bottom peg. Start from that right bottom peg, take another rubber band, and take it to the forward upper right peg. And now for your last one, start from that forward right upper peg, and take it to the center. Now we have officially formed our hexagon. Now we have created our first hexagon. We're going to create this pattern. I'm going to create this pattern with you one more time. Get a green rubber band. You're going to start from here. Do not go up one peg. Right. Take another band. Go up to the upper one. Remember, for all those patterns, for this hexagon pattern, we're going to be using green. Push that down a little bit if you don't have enough room. Actually, I'm going to push all my bands down. Take it, go to this top peg. Remember to not keep going. You need to refer back to the bottom. Take a green rubber band. Take it to this right peg. Take another green rubber band and take it to this upper peg. And now for the last green one on this hexagon, from here to here, to the center. Take it into the center. Now we have made 2 hexagons. Complete this pattern 4 more times until you reach the end of the loom. I will fast forward from here. And that is the last of the hexagons. Go back to the beginning of your loom. Once you reach back to the beginning of the loom, after you've gotten all of your hexagons done, you're going to go back to the end of the loom where the arrow is pointing away. Remember, the arrow is still pointing away from you because we are not done placing the bands. Here we are going to put a cap band, so push your bands down. Now, how to form a cap band is, we're going to do this with a green rubber band. Put 2 fingers in it, turn it into a figure 8, and then turn it back upon itself onto your 2 pointer fingers. Now, we're going to put it right here on the top, so make sure your bands are pushed down a little bit, enough to have some space for your cap band. Then, we're just going to drop it to where your cap band should look like this. I put it in a different colored green so you could see it a little bit better. Now we're going to place the butterfly wings on the loom. Make sure you're back at the beginning of the loom. Make sure you're at this first hexagon, get a pink rubber band, like I showed you how to do the cap band, except we're not going to form it back upon itself. 2 fingers, figure 8. Put one side on this bottom left peg and place another one on above. Place it above the center one onto the top right peg. So where it looks like this, except make sure it's on top of that center peg. Then by getting another pink rubber band, figure 8, do not turn it back upon itself, put it on this top left one, and they're going to crisscross by now. Make sure it's still in that figure 8, and then put it on this bottom one, the bottom right peg. So now you see that they've kind of made an X, and yet they're still in their figure 8s. Now we're going to go to our second hexagon, get a yellow rubber band, twist it into a figure 8, do not turn it back upon itself, and now we are going to place it from this top left one. Actually, we're going to start from this bottom left one, I'm sorry, and onto this right top one. Like that. And then the next yellow one, we're going to do it from here to here. Make sure you're doing this in order. Again, the figure 8, and then to the top left, to the top, to the bottom right peg. Like that. So, by now, we have those first 2, I guess you could say, butterfly wings done. The third hexagon, we're going to use a purple band. Once again, figure 8, starting from this bottom right left peg to the top right peg, like this. Now we're going to grab another purple band. Again, figure 8, top left one to the bottom right peg. Again, they're crisscrossing and making that butterfly wing shape. Now, since I've done this 3 times with you, the pattern is pink, yellow, purple. You're just going to do that again. Pink, yellow, purple. When we come back, you should have all your butterfly wings done, and I will show you the next step. Okay, by now, you should have created all of your butterfly wings on all of your hexagons. Make sure all of the bands are all on top of that center peg, or your design will not come out right. Now we are ready for step 2, which is looping the bands. Please turn your loom to where the arrow is now pointing towards you. It should look like this. Make sure you're on the correct side with the cap band. First, we will be looping this band to itself. The first thing I want you to do is push down all of the bands so you know you're going to have a lot of room. The butterfly wings are going to be a little bit harder to push down, but still make sure that they're in the same order. Just push that cap band back. Get that top green band, pull it off the peg, hold down the cap band with your thumb, and then on top of the left peg, like that. Now we are going to loop this green band, the one that I'm holding with my hook. It's green. Now on this one we have this butterfly wing, so all we're going to do is just pull it back. If you place the bands correctly, it should just be the very last one. So I'm going to take it, I would hold down the bands with my finger. You know you've grabbed the right one if you have made the teardrop shape. Now for our next one, we are going to, it's going to be this band, and we're going to loop it upon itself. Go down, it should be the last band. This one should be really easy to grab. Pull off of that peg, and again, back upon itself. Once you're done with that, it should look like this. Then we return back to the beginning of the hexagon. We're going to loop this green band, all the green bands on this side now, just like we did on this side. Again, go back, push all the bands down on the right side. Pull back that cap band, grab that green one, it should be easily there, and loop it. You know you've grabbed the right band if you made that teardrop shape. Do the exact same thing to this right green band. Go in, it should be the very last one. Grab it with your hook, hold down the bands with your thumb, loop it upon itself. All you had to do is pull back that butterfly band. Now go back, push all of them, grab that very last one, and push it back upon itself. Now we are done looping our first hexagon. I will do this one more time with you. You repeat the same exact pattern for the second hexagon, which is yellow now. Once again, we're going to loop this band first to upon itself. Go in, pull all of these bands back, grab that one, take it off that peg, and then you know you grab the right one, once again, if you have made that teardrop shape. Then we are going to loop this green band. Once again, it should be that very bottom band. Go in, grab it, hold those bands down with your thumb if it's a lot and if you can't get all of them. Then you pull it to the forward peg like that. Now we're looping this band. Go in, grab that green band, and loop it upon itself. And now we've made these 4 teardrop shapes. We're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going back to the bottom. Do not keep going. Go back to the bottom. Now we're going to loop this one. So once again, go in. This one should be easy to grab because it's the very last one. There's not a lot of bands. And then pull it back upon itself. Go in on the second one. Last band. Get it. Pull it back upon itself onto the forward pin or peg. Go in on this next one. Grab it. Get it off that peg. Make sure you get all of it. And then put it on to that center peg. Once again, we have done these 2. We have looped the 2 hexagons. Here's a closer view so you can know exactly what it looks like. You'll repeat this pattern for the rest of the hexagons. When we come back, you should have all of these done. I'm not going to show you how to do the rest of them because I've already showed you 2 times. Remember, you loop this one, this one, this one, this one, and then you refer back to the bottom. Do not keep going. When we come back, I'll show you the next step. Have fun! Now when you are done looping the bands, they should all look like this. Now on to the next step. Step 3, finishing the bracelet. What you're going to do, go to the ending of your bracelet. Get your crochet hook, slide it in that channel, bring it out to the left, make sure all the bands are on it. Push them up. Get a purple latex rubber band, pull it in that channel, and then pull the other side on that hook like this. After you're done with that, place it
in the thickest part of the hook.
Like this. Now with your crochet hook, we're going to begin to take all the bands off of the loom. So, just begin taking all of them off of the loom. Now watch why I put an extension on. If you're making this bracelet for an average wrist, you're going to need to extend it. So watch why I extend and follow along. Make sure your loom the arrow is pointing away from you. The average, you should at least put 6 on the loom. So since we've already placed 5, you're going to need 1 more. Since I've already done my 5 in yellow, to give it a little bit more of a pop, I'm going to do my last one in purple. Now following, your bracelet still should be on your hook. And with the cap bands, take the cap band off. I'm going to place my loom like this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Stretch out the cap band, and you're going to put the cap band from here to here, putting it at the very end of that extension, and And now, since we're done placing the bands for the second part, we're gonna begin looping. Take your hook, and you're just gonna take the bottom band and loop it to the forward one to create that teardrop. Bottom to the forward one. Just keep doing that until you reach the end. Now, taking the side where the bracelet is not on, you're going to grab it with your hook and extend that out to the forward right peg, like this. And then push bands up so that they're close to one another. This is a section where you're going to put your S or C clip at. I'm going to use an S clip, so all you have to do, take it and put it on the band, and this is where you're going to pull it off. So now, since you have one end with the C or S clip, and you have the other end with the cap band, find that cap band. Make sure you don't grab the butterfly wing. Just grab the cap band, put 2 fingers in. This will help connect the S or C clip. Stretch it out with your 2 fingers. Find that opening on your S or C clip, and attach it. So now your bracelet is together and secure. Once you get done with your bracelet, it should look something like this. You might have to fiddle with the butterfly wings to make them stand out a little bit more, but it should look pretty good. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. Come back next time on Alyssa's Rainbow Loom Tutorials. You never know what I can make next.